Happy Hump Day. The 5-0 run comes to an end with a painful loss. Let's talk some more basketball. What's going on, everyone? Welcome back in to another episode for Just a Bet Outside. I am your host, Steven, and we're back after a rough day yesterday. I'm talking one of the top five, probably most painful losses this season. But we'll go over that in a little bit more in the recap after this intro. But 5-0 run comes to an end. That just means we need to start another run. So, quick reminder, MLB Best Bets video will be out as well for the Wednesday slate. So be sure to check that out. We're on a nice little run in the MLB as well. But as you guys know, any graphics you see in this video are from an app called OUTLIER, the best betting research tool on the market today. I know there's some of you that have been thinking about using it and all that, but I'm telling you guys right now, it has been a huge help. If you guys want to save some time and get a lot of research and stats, go check it out. And you can click the link below in the description. You get a 7-day free trial. So let's get into it. That means it is dad joke time. So here we go. I was in bed and I said, "Hey Siri, why am I so bad with women?" She said, "This is Alexa, you moron." Not bad. In this video, we're going to recap yesterday, unfortunately, and then we're going to talk the injury report and back-to-backs. And then because it's Wednesday, we're going to talk defenses versus the small forward position. I usually give you guys G's of threes, but we're going to move that to Thursday. Just had a really busy night trying to do these two videos and in life, but we will get that to you. I know some of you guys look forward to that. So that'll be in the Thursday video. And then, of course, we'll wrap it all up with the best bets and the recap. So hit that like button if you haven't already. Leave a comment below to help this channel continue to grow. If you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button as we are on our way to 40,000 subscribers. All right, let's get into it. And that means it's recap time. All right, there it is. Unfortunately, an 0-3 day. We give some of it back from yesterday. Onyeka Okongwu, over a half a three. No complaints here. He's cashed a couple times for us. He had 3 chances. He just needed to make one, and he did not. So the next one, the one that will hurt me for a while, Bona under 7.5 rebounds. My goodness, he had 3 going to the fourth quarter, and then there's a blowout. And first of all, Cat was already ruled out before the game, which was a bummer. That's why we made this bet. But either way, 3 going to the fourth quarter, a bunch of backups in. So he started to gather some rebounds because there was a blowout. And he got 5. And in fact, the 5th one, which was in that quarter, which was the 8th rebound to hook us, was with 3 minutes left, 2 seconds before he got subbed out for the game. He grabbed an offensive rebound. It was just absolutely brutal. These things happen, obviously, but that one hurt. That's for sure. That one looked like a lock heading to the fourth quarter. But B-Pods 12 plus points. Kobe White 20 plus points. Kobe White got it done. B-Pods was horrendous. 4 for 11, 4 for 12 shooting, I believe. Scored 8 points. Had foul trouble in the first half. It just bad read there. But the Bona one is going to affect me for a couple days. That's for sure. But either way, still up 27.67 units. Under tracker for player props, 79 and 54. So that's what we got for the recap. Now let's talk the injury report. All right, we got a 9-game slate on Wednesday. Kings at Wizards. Larabia and every Wizard is out. That's what I'm going to say. Hornets at Pacers. Miles Turner and Benedict Mathurin. They are questionable for this game. Knicks at Cavs. Towns, I think he's questionable. He was a game-time decision last game yesterday. And then Jalen Brunson, Cameron Payne, Miles McBride, I believe, are all still out again. And then Heat at Celtics. Andrew Wiggins out. Brown, Horford, and Porzingis all questionable. Jazz Rockets fully healthy. Jazz fully unhealthy. You guys get the Jazz now. Hawks at Mavericks. Capella out still. And Anthony Davis and Derek Lively are questionable. And then Spurs at Nuggets. Jamal Murray, Michael Porter are questionable. Pistons at Thunder. Cade Cunningham looks like he is doubtful for this one. And Aaron Wiggins is out. The 2 Wiggins are both out in this one. And then Pelicans at Clippers. Pelicans starters are out for the season. So it is what it is. But we have 4 teams on a back-to-back. The Hawks, Nuggets, Knicks, and Spurs. With the Nuggets, 4th best, 10-5 against the spread on 0 days rest. And the Knicks are dead last in the NBA, 2-10 against the spread. Now, obviously, Karl-Anthony Towns didn't play. Maybe he plays his second game, so he will actually not be on a back-to-back. He'll be a little more fresh. But Spurs 5-9 ATS as well. So that's what we got for the injury report and the back-to-backs. Now let's talk the small forwards. All right, we start out with the defenses giving up the most points to those little forwards. And we got 2 matchups. The Spurs facing Michael Porter Jr., who has 17.1 points per game. Spurs giving up 25.1. And the Cavs facing OG Anunoby, 23.1 points per game. How about that? Leading all small forwards. I know you can kind of consider him small forward, power forward. But Cavs giving up 24.8. So anyone who's in green, that means that team or player is playing, and all these stats are in the last 30 days. Now let's move over to the rebounds. And we got one matchup, the Jazz facing Tari Eason. Again, another guy who could be considered a small forward or power forward, but 7.2 rebounds per game. Jazz giving up 9.8, the most in the NBA to small forward. So let's go check out the assists now. And the Spurs giving up the most, facing Christian Braun, 3.6 assists per game. Spurs giving up 6. So that's what we got for any over matchups. Now, if you're looking at any under matchups, let's look at the toughest small forward matchups. And there you go. You got a lot of teams playing here that have defended the small forward well. The Hawks giving up the least amount of rebounds to small forwards. Thunder and Mavericks and Rockets in the top 5 for fewest assists. And then you see over there on the fewest points, Pistons, Hawks, and Heat are in the top 5, allowing points to the small forward position. So hopefully these help you get some winners. If you're new, we do this every single day, starting with point guards on Monday, all the way to centers on Friday. And like I said, in Thursday's video, I will also have the G's of 3. So that's what we got for the research help. And now it's time for the best bets. All right, this first game takes us out to Oklahoma City, where the Thunder host the Detroit Pistons. Thunder minus 14. Total in this one is 231. If you don't know already, this slate absolutely sucks. I'm talking there is one game with a spread that's less than 11 points. Tread carefully. That's all I'm saying. So this first one, Pistons team total under 108.5, minus 115 on Bet365 for a half unit. So let's talk Pistons offense first. They're going to be without Cade Cunningham. We know that. Well, he's doubtful. More than likely will be out without him. Isaiah Stewart suspended for playing football instead of basketball again. Marcus Sasser, Ron Holland. I mean, they are going to lose some depth here. They're thin. Obviously missing their best player. Last game without Cade, they scored 104 against the T-Wolves. Now the matchup. We know OKC is the number 1 defense in the entire NBA. They have held 7 of their last 9 opponents under this number. And in fact, the only 2 overs were due to massive blowouts and backups coming in and everything. They have ball hawks everywhere. They protect the paint very well. And honestly, the Pistons offense wasn't exactly rolling with Cade Cunningham. But Pistons scored 107 last game against OKC with Cade. And that was like a few weeks ago. So overall, we're keeping it simple. I don't see where this offense comes from with Detroit. With so many injuries, their bench is going to get dominated, in my opinion. The only worry is actually a massive blowout and it becomes rat ball at the end, and where all of a sudden, backups are playing, nobody plays a lot of defense, they score 30 in the fourth or something. But I'm going to take my chances because there's a massive blowout potential everywhere. So I like this one. Give me the Pistons team total under 108.5 as my first best bet. All right, this next one takes us out to Indiana, where the Pacers host the Charlotte Hornets. Pacers minus 14.5. Total in this one is 225. I'm taking it over. Lord help me, because it's a 14.5 point spread. But give me Mark Williams over 23.5 points plus rebounds, minus 115 on Bet365. It's a half unit play for me here. I mean, we have to with a 14.5 point spread. So obviously, big blowout potential here, like every single game today has. So Williams, the last 5 games, as you can see by this outlier screenshot, he's over in 3 of the last 5. Overs were 33, 30, and 31. He's capable of big games, as you can see. The 2 unders, tough matchups, Orlando and Miami. But what I love about Williams right now is he is really attacking the glass, averaging 18.2 rebound chances per game in the last 5. 12 plus rebounds, actual rebounds, in 3 straight games. Gotta love that. Now, in games without LaMelo this year, where he's played 23 or more minutes, and I say that because he had a few early in the year where he just wasn't playing big minutes yet, but without LaMelo, 23 plus minutes. As you can see by this outlier screenshot, he is over in 9 of 10 games. Not too shabby, averaging 29.3 PRs per game. If he can get to 26, 27 minutes, I think we're solid here. The only worry is obviously the huge blowout here. If he gets 20, 21 minutes, it's going to be a little tougher, obviously. So we don't want this to be a blowout right from the start. But then let's talk matchup. Pacers struggle defending the paint and also struggling to pick and roll big man. Williams should be able to also get some points, whether it's from the free throw line, offensive rebounds here. We just cashed in the last center to play Indiana. If you don't remember, it was Domantas Sabonis. How about 41 PRs he had in that game? Absolutely dominated. I think Williams can have a good game here too. Not 41 PRs, but we get a faster pace with the Pacers. Just got to keep it close. Again, Miles Turner questionable, Benedict Mathurin questionable. Maybe those 2 sit. Which also I think helps on the court, where Mark Williams is going to be more around the rim as well. But let's just hope we can have somewhat of a close game. He can play 25 plus minutes and go over. So give me Mark over 23.5 points plus rebounds. That is my second and final best bet on this video today. Again, more added plays will be coming in the morning, but we're not quite done yet. Let's talk some leans. All right, when I say leans, I mean I have one lean for you right now. So how about the Cavs minus 10.5? Now, they're fully healthy. As of now, obviously that could change in the morning, but they have a game where they already beat the Knicks by 37 points. We have Cat that's questionable, and they have no guards healthy let's face it. I mean, DeLon Wright is now playing for them. Knicks 2-10 against the spread on 0 days rest, like we just talked about in the slides earlier. They also struggle versus top tier teams, which is what we've talked about as well. Cavs have a rest advantage. How about 13-4 against the spread with a rest advantage? I like the Cavs to win easy. I know it's a big number. It's scary. Cavs, Knicks, 10.5. But the only thing to keep an eye on is all of a sudden the Cavs, because they're locking up that number 1 seed, is all of a sudden, maybe they think, Donovan Mitchell should have a day off or Evan Mobley or something. But either way, I still think they can cover this with a depleted New York Knicks team right now. So Cavs minus 10.5, not a best bet right now, but it is a lean the night before. So that's what we got for you for the Wednesday slate. Before we get out of here, let's check out the recap. All right, there are the two bets so far. Pistons team total under 108.5 at minus 115 for a half unit. And Mark Williams over 23.5 points plus rebounds, minus 115 for a half unit. Playing it light right now. Again, all but one game have double-digit spreads. I mean, it is crazy out there in the slate today. But thank you guys for watching. As always, again, if you haven't already, go check out that MLB Best Bets video as well. But hope you all have a great Wednesday, and we'll talk to you soon.